everyone. Hello. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? The base is still shaking because I move a lot when I do these readings. So today I have another pick a card reading for you, and it is all about what reality are you living in right now. So the kind of like the history of this history. Recently I have been using this sentence a lot, which is I'm currently living in the reality wherein I have already blank, 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 and I'm just watching things unfold. I'm just living now to watch it all unfold. So it's like an affirmation I use for myself to kind of hype myself up into just really believing and trusting that I am currently I'm already there energetically. It's already there. Everything I want and I desire, and all the things that I want, the reality I want for myself is already there, and I'm just watching things unfold. So kind of like the question here is like, what kind of reality are you living in right now? So it it's kind of like a neutral, it's a neutral question. So the answers can be yeah, you're already living in the reality wherein you've already achieved all that you want, or it can be like, oh, it's a reality right now wherein things can get better. So that's what we're gonna look at here today. And then I have my other deck here to just ask, how can you improve on the situation if the situation needs improving, or how can you just keep at it if the cards say it's good. I don't know what's in the cards. So the next question is pretty open-ended. So there. So if you can just get quiet, take a few deep breaths, choose between um, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So 1, 2, and 3. You can um, pause the video, take a couple of deep breaths, take a few minutes to meditate on it. So these cards, like what I'm gonna read is according to your current energetics, how things are looking, what kind of reality is the projection based on your current energetics. So energy can be changed. You can always change your mind. You can always change the way you do things. So that's kind of like the whole thing on it. So yeah, timestamps will be down in the description, and I will see you in your pile. Hello for everyone who chose the first pile, which is this one. This is the first pile. So again, the question that we're asking for today is, what reality are you living in right now, and how can you possibly keep at it or improve it, depending on what this current pile of cards say. So like I said in the beginning, this first set of cards will tell about like currently, depending on how your energetics are currently and what you're deciding to do currently, how things are going, what kind of reality are you living in based on the energetics that you currently have. So energetics are not set in stone. You can always change it. You can always change your mind. You can always change your reality. But just right now, what kind of reality are you living in right now based on your current energies? Or you can just look at it as, what is my trajectory based on what I'm doing right now in my current energetics? What is my trajectory? Well, let's start with this one. 10 of Wands. Giving up something that isn't in resonance anymore. So there, I'm just, when you see it, wait. So here, I'm seeing here with the 10 of Wands, it's like all of these wands are facing there, and this one is facing downwards. So how I'm seeing this is, this little matchstick used to follow the flow, used to follow all of these other matchsticks in the direction where they're going, but now it's realizing that it's not in resonance anymore. And so there is that choice to go the other way. There's that choice to make a different call for yourself. And it's because of the fact that you're kind of tired of living this life. So the energetics are really just like, you may just be doing something that you're getting really tired of doing. And it's time for change, basically. And so the trajectory right now is sort of it's burnout, and it's changing paths, or yeah, changing paths as a result of burnout. But the question is, do you really want to get to that point where you're super burnt out before you actually make the change? Seven of Wands and the World. See, it's a huge change. Um, right now that you're watching this, I hope I'm still there. Like, you're watching this at the point where it's still not at that point of burnout, because it's gonna take a lot more time and effort and energy to really pick yourself back up again, from experience, believe me. So it's like right now, well, I've like caught you in the moment where you haven't really been fully burnt out yet. Start really fighting for yourself, fighting for not like fighting for you and what you really want to do and what you really believe in and what you know you deserve. So it's like that. It's like this one, standing up for yourself despite everything that's happening, despite how everyone, I'm sorry, how the flow is going for other people. Fight for yourself. Do what is right for you, because then you will be led to the direction that you know you deserve to be in. You're going to be led into that direction. You're going to be led to the place where you know you're meant to be in. Okay. So, like, and it's a big change with the World card here. The World card is basically tying up loose strings and ending the old chapter and going into the new one, or ending book 1 and going into book 2. So that's what the World card represents. And it's gonna be because of you just finally realizing that you don't want to follow this thing anymore. You don't want to be you don't want to get tired for reasons that you don't really believe in anymore, basically. Right? Because things require work, things require energy and our effort and all of that. But it's like, where do you want to spend your energy? Is it for something that you really don't believe in that much? Is it for something that, like, you get tired every single day and you get fatigued, and you go to bed maybe even without showering at night, without even knowing why you're doing it? Or is it because you're tired and you go to bed, but you feel so fulfilled, you're able to take care of yourself in the process, and you're able to do something that you really believe in, that you really want to do, not just for yourself but for the world as well, for the entirety of humanity as well. So, like, yeah, where do you want that? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And why do you want to do things? So that's really the thing. That's the reality you're living in right now. You're like on the brink of choosing to go in another direction. And you're on the brink of tying loose strings. And maybe it's already done. Maybe you've already gotten to that point of, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm being called to do something better. I'm being called to do something much more aligned for myself. And that's you standing up for yourself and choosing to finally get to live in this new reality. But if you haven't made that choice yet, since I'm feeling there with the 10 of Wands that it hasn't really ended yet, I hope that I've caught you at that point where you're not feeling super burnt out yet. I hope. So that now you're more equipped to make that decision for yourself, to again, Seven of Wands, to stand up for yourself and fight for yourself and choose something much more aligned, something better. So now I'm gonna choose some cards. I'm shuffling right now. If you can hear, I'm shuffling my deck right now for how can you, I guess, improve on your reality right now in the current moment that you're watching this. How can you, maybe how can you go into this direction better, into this world direction better? Four of Wands, lots of Wands energy. Are you a fire sign? Are you an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? So there, Four of Wands. How do I position this? Here? Yeah, there. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Build a home for yourself. Um, Create an environment that is comfortable for yourself, wherein you can be you can, be more vulnerable with yourself. I'm gonna. I hope I'm getting the message across. Um, because that's where you can really get to know yourself better and get to listen to your body better and get to listen to yourself better and listen to your heart, and listen to your gut. So when see when you create an environment for yourself that is comfortable, and like, if you have your own home, whether you have your own home or your own room or your own little space, creating that space for you to be comfortable enough so that you can be honest with yourself and really listen in with yourself and listen to your heart and your gut. That's what's needed right now, so that you don't get to this point of burnout. You don't get to the point wherein you're just gonna, throw in the towel and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something different. You don't get to that point, because it's, again, from experience, it's really, see, it's gonna be so tiring to have to pick yourself up from the point of burnout, from the point of having all your cups being so empty, to the point that you can't even function. It's hard. I don't want you to go through that. So that's why I've been saying, I hope I've caught you at the right time. I hope this video reaches you at the right time, if you chosen this file, so that you don't get to that point of burnout. If it's already happened, if you've already made this decision, like everything I've mentioned, you now know what to do next, which is to create that environment for you and to rest, to be able to comfortably rest and be open and vulnerable and honest with yourself, and just chill out and process things that need to be processed as they come up. So again, so that you don't have to be stressed. And I didn't know how to do this when did when this happened for me. When I've lived in the state of burnout for so many years, so many years, and it's only recently that I've really learned how to get my energy back. And so now, just like, so now you know how to do that as well for you. And I have another card here, which I've been doing like this since I got it. Three of Pentacles. Ask for help when you really feel that you need it, or even if you don't feel that you need it yet, but you're, just ask for help. Ask for help whichever aspect you can, whether that is through your friends, or if you trust your family members enough, do that. If it's for other things, other people, like a therapist or a trainer, a healer, like therapist in whatever type. So it can be like a psychiatrist or like a physical therapist or whatever. Just ask for help in wherever way you feel is necessary for you to create this environment, to get to know yourself in a deeper level, to really be more comfortable with yourself, and to get your energy back. It can also be like a mentor, it can be a teacher. You can take some courses, to get your energy back, or like maybe different art lessons, things like that, just for you to really get back and be comfortable with yourself again. So that's how you can really um that's like action steps that you can take for you to get more into the trajectory that you want to be in, align more with the reality that you want to be in, maybe with this world, with this new, like with your book too. There. And so that is all that I have for you. That's all that I have for you for today. For everyone who chose this first style, thank you so much for watching. How was it? I hope you liked it. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps. I hope you got something from it that can live your life, that can help you live your life more, with more purpose and intent. If you liked it, you can give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to. You can share this video with your friends. If you also have any stories, feedback, whatever you want to tell me, you can say it in the comment section down below. Actually, I have a question. How can I prettify this space? Because when I was setting up for today's like video sessions, this is the second pick a card that I filmed today. I was thinking like it looks so barren. So I want to know like if you have any suggestions on how I can prettify this space, beautify this little space, so that we can, I can feel good while reading. I feel good right now, but I can feel even better while reading the cards, and you can feel better watching me read the cards. If you have any ideas for that, just comment it in the comment section down below. If you want to book a private reading with me, I do private readings through tarot. You can definitely do that. The link is in my description for this video. And if you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, you can also do that in the links in the description as well. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, Pawan, and I hope to see you. I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello everyone who chose Baldu. This is your reading for what was the question again? What reality are you living in right now, and how can you possibly, what can you possibly do to get to the trajectory of the reality that you want to live in? So again, like I said in the beginning, these cards are gonna tell us about the current reality or your current trajectory that you're living in right now. So yeah, it's all energetics. You can always change it, you can always improve on it. You can always, energetics can change, basically is what I'm saying. So we can always do, you can always choose something else, you can always choose a different reality at any time. So anyway, enough talking. I'm gonna start with this card. This is the first card that came up. King of Wands. Ooh, I'm getting, it's like, ooh, I'm getting here because the imagery is really standing out for me more than the usual meaning of the King of Wands. Is you're finding out what makes you uniquely you. Really, you're like rediscovering that about yourself. What parts of you are really just you, just uniquely you. And with that comes, what can you do for your service? What can you do to help the collective out? Or what basically, what can you do? Like, you're rediscovering your purpose, you're rediscovering your light, you're rediscovering your North Star. And how can you transform that into physical work, into a physical career or business that you can do. And that's really awesome. You're like really rediscovering that. Let's see what these other cards have to say. These two fell out at the same time. So it's Five of Wands and Five of Cups. And um so fives really, it's about change, it's about transformation. And this is, I'm just seeing here, like it's about you um it's not without challenge that you've rediscovered these two for yourself. It's not without like the difficulty of some sort. And I say that because it looks like you've really gotten into an internal battle with yourself over what it is that you really want to do, which may not be the same as what you're doing right now. Or it may not be something that society necessarily, is happy about. And at the same time, there's just this feeling of, because okay, regardless of whether things have been good. Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Regardless of how things are right now, of how your current reality is, how it's been going, letting go of something and choosing to do something else from this point onwards, it's gonna be it's gonna be like a process of letting go. It's gonna be a process of grief and opening space up, because whether whether or not it's been a good experience, like it could have been like your job could have been the worst job ever. You can describe it as the worst job ever. And when you choose something else, it still takes time to kind of let it go and um just go through all the emotions of, oh, you're not gonna work there anymore. You're not gonna have to go through the whole routine of working there anymore. It's gonna be different from now on. And that takes time to absorb. That takes time to get used to. And so know that all of these feelings of being in conflict with yourself, and the feeling of things being sad and difficult to understand and to come to terms with, they're not an indication that you're going on the wrong path. Okay, I hope I'm getting my point across. It's like, just because you're feeling conflicted and scared and sad, and it's like you don't want to let go, just because you're feeling all of these things, it doesn't mean that the choice that you've made, this choice that you've made to see yourself, to rediscover your purpose, and to do something else, it doesn't mean that those things are wrong. It just means that you have things to work through. It just means that there may be a difference in where your mind is at and where your gut is at, where your heart is at. You may just be on different pages, and there's a need to sort things out and reconcile it so that your mind and your heart and your gut and your body and your soul are all in one page again. And it just means that you're gonna have to um, kind of let go of and process through your current reality that you're letting go of, and choosing something different, right? And so it's just that, growing pains of it's like you're like moving houses, right? Even if your house is currently the worst house ever, when you start to move, you still have to go through the process of packing and dealing with the reality of, oh, I'm not going to live here anymore. I'm not going to go through the same roads again when I go home, or when I go to work or something. So there's just that. It's just going to have to be you reconciling everything, that, oh, things are going to be different from now on. It doesn't mean that your decision was wrong. Okay, so remember that when you start doubting it, when when you when the mind starts kind of protesting, and you know that your mind and your heart are in different pages, start recognizing that it's not because you're making the wrong choice. It's simply because your mind just needs to get on the same page. And sometimes the mind is kind of like one of the slowest to get into the same page, because it's working on a different like program from our heart. It's like, ooh, it's like the programming of the mind wants to override the heart and the gut, even if our hearts and our guts know what's best for us, um, on a deeper level, on a higher level. So there's just that. There's just this process of letting go, of reconciling and forgetting, and getting and getting every part of us in the same page. And temperance. So, what this, can you see it? I hope you can. There. So, what's needed right now is you to keep in balance. It's important for you to keep in your center so that you don't get swayed again when the mind comes in and says, "No, what? We're not doing this. Are you crazy? We're not doing this." Or, um, the feelings come up suddenly of, why are we leaving? We're comfortable where we're at. We don't have to. Things don't have to change. You know, that's when it's important for you to be in your center. So there, be in your center and just be calm when facing these emotions. You don't have to be there. You can process them without being fully, swayed by them. Just understand that it's a process that you need to go through. So it's pretty good trajectory if you ask me. And yeah, okay, so now I'm just asking my other deck for how you can go through this process more smoothly. Strength with the Ace of Wands. So yeah, it's really understanding that you are going through this, and it's really that strength of winning over the different parts of you that don't agree with what you have realized for yourself as your purpose, as your calling. Because this is rooted in your highest truth, right? The King of Wands. This is rooted in your highest truth. And that's where you want to go. That's the trajectory that you want to go to. And anything else that's inside you, that's not really with that program of your highest truth, those are the things that you need to face and need to like coax and kind of go through and understand and say, hey, this is going to be good for us. This is going to be good for us. I know that where we are right now is comfortable, and to some extent it's okay. But this is where we're meant to be, Just really giving yourself that time to go through all the parts of yourself so that every part of yourself is with the program of your highest truth. It's gonna like all of you is gonna support you in this new venture of remembering who you are and going back into alignment with who you are. And so that's gonna take a lot of strength. That's gonna take a lot of patience as well with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself at this time. Okay. So there. And one more card here. 8 of Wands. Um, ooh, I say, okay, I feel like all of this doesn't have to be as dramatic as I've been talking about with the Eight of Wands. Again, a lot of wands. Same with the first pile. A lot of wands. Eight of Wands, it can be swift. If you really don't feel like it has to be super difficult, it doesn't have to be. Things don't have to be as dramatic as it is. Like, if for example you're moving houses and your current house is like the worst house ever and all of that, and like, you cannot wait to leave. It doesn't, like, you don't have to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna, oh, it's not gonna be the same route again, blah blah blah. You can just be like, pack up and leave. So yeah, things don't have to be as dramatic as but how I've been kind of saying it. If you feel that it can be like a swift ending, like a really swift ending, then go ahead and end it that way. That's gonna be easier. You don't have to, cry through or process through so many other things. You can just be like, eh. So if it can be a swift, um, a clean cut, like a swift and clean cut for some things, then that's good. Do it like that. And if for other things um it needs some more work and some more patience with yourself, then do it that way as well. Yeah, again, I feel like, yeah, with the Eight of Wands appearing here, like, it doesn't have to be as dramatic as what the Five of Cups is, which is crying over spilled milk or being like super, oh no, like being like that. It doesn't have to be like that. As long as you keep your center, as long as you keep clear on your center, and keep clear with your alignment to your highest truth. Okay, okay. And that's all I have for you, Pal 2. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. How is it? I hope you liked it. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps. And I hope you got something that can help you live your life with more purpose and intent. If you like this video, which I hope you did, you can give it a thumbs up. You can share it with your friends. You can subscribe to me if you want to. You can, what else? What else am I going to say? If you have any stories, if you have any comments, feedback, whatever, you can write all of them out in the comment section below and we can talk about it. I actually have a question for you, which I also asked about one. How do you think I can beautify this little corner wherein I do the readings? Because I was preparing it a while ago and I feel like I want to make it prettier. So what do you think I can put so that I can feel even better while reading the cards and you can feel even better while watching? So there. Yeah, if you want to share your insights on that, please do. And if you want to book a private reading with me, I do private readings through tarot. The link to book a reading is in the description. And if you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, the links to my other social media accounts are also in the description. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello everyone who chose pile 3. This is it. This is your pile. And what was the question again? Oh, what's the reality that you're currently living in? Like, with the current energetics that you're in right now, what is the trajectory that you have? And yeah. So again, these cards are gonna read like the current trajectory. So if you don't like it, energetics can always change. You can always choose a different reality for yourself. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So let's go with the first card here. Page of Cups. Ooh, Page of Cups. Rediscovering yourself is the first hit that I got here. Like, rediscovering yourself, rediscovering what makes you happy, what makes you fulfilled, what you want to do for yourself. Yeah, just a lot of nurturing your cup. There you go. Nurturing your cup. And it's like you rediscover your cup. oh, I had that. And then you start to want to take care of it again, nurture it again, fill it up again with um clean and hydrating water instead of maybe not so healthy liquids, you know. Nine of Stars, really being proud of yourself. And just, I feel like with the rediscovery of your cup, it's also just like, oh wow, oh, I have that and I have all of this. It's like rediscovering yourself and rediscover, like looking at yourself in a different light is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it's like, oh, I have this cup. It's like with the page of like what I said, right? Oh, I have this cup. I'm gonna take care of it. Oh, I have all of these things. I never noticed that before. Oh, I'm gonna take care of that. Seven of Stars. And what do you want to do next? How do you want to approach life now? So it's like a rediscovery of yourself in an emotional level, which is what the cups represent. So in a deeper level, more of an internal level. And from that rediscovery, you're able to um, look at your current reality, your current 3D reality in a more, in like a different, a bit more enlightened way. It's like, oh yeah, oh, I had that, I had all of this, oh, I have all of these things lined up for me. That's so amazing. I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be, it's like, wow, I have this. I'm gonna lie down in my soft bed. All of that. It's like a rediscovery of yourself. And I feel like here, it's also a rediscovery of yourself because of everything that you've been doing so far in this 3D physical world. So you're able to see yourself in a new light thanks to all of these things that you've been doing for yourself thus far. And maybe right now you're just feeling like you're doing these things for the sake of doing them, or you don't really see the reward in doing all of the practical things that you're doing. But you're going to be able to see it. And now it's the right time to kind of check in with yourself and how you are and rediscover yourself internally. Check in with how you are internally and how you feel about everything that you've been working on so far. Because it looks like things are good. This combination of the Seven of Stars and the Nine of Stars is very good. It's like building a whole lot. You're doing a lot of groundwork, planting of seeds to build. And then at the same time, you're able to see so many results of your work. You're able to see a lot of tangible results of all of your hard work thus far, which is really good. The Star. Oh, this is so good. I like this trajectory a lot. It's really rediscovering yourself. Rediscovering yourself, rediscovering who you are. You've done a lot of, like, I'm gonna tell you now, you've done such a good job. You've done such a good job at doing what you have done thus far. Nine of Stars, you should be super proud of the work that you've done thus far, Pal 3. Because it's all amazing. It's all really good. Take that time to really congratulate yourself and hype yoururself up and be like, wow, I've done all of these things. What? It's amazing. Get into that energy of just being really proud of yourself because you have done a lot of amazing things thus far. And you're building so many other things that are also so amazing. And just take that time to really, to really absorb it um and to kind of see it. Sorry, I move my hands a lot when I read cards. So there, yeah. So be super duper proud of yourself because it's only gonna get better. You're reaching your goals. They're within reach. They're super within reach. So it's like right now, it's just like, yeah, take care of yourself. How, like, find more ways to take care of yourself because you are already doing such a good job. Such a good, I love it. such a wonderful such a wonderful combination of cards there. So what was my question here? Yeah, how can you get into more of the trajectory that you want? So if you feel as good as I do reading these cards, how can you improve on that? How can you continue the path there? 10 of Swords with the Judgment card. It's really in the decisions that you make. Um, yeah, it's really in the decisions that you make from, I guess, this point onwards, on how do you want to live your life? How do you want to nourish yourself? And what lens do you want to see the world as? How do you want to approach these things that you've been working on? How can you reach the star that is already within reach? It's really making those decisions. And working, since this is also the 10 of Swords, um, working through anything, any part of yourself that is not with the program, that is not the doubts that you have in your head. Because whenever you, so if there is a voice in your head, like whenever you say, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself, I've already done all of this, and then there's a voice inside your head and it's like, no, you're not. What? You haven't done enough. That voice, what can you do to kind of get that voice on your side again? Get that, the doubts and that you have for yourself, how can you get that back on your side so that every single part of you is with the program, is in support of you reaching your goals? So there. So again, make that decision every day. So one of the ways that you can do that, to get that tiny voice of doubt inside your head to get behind you and to support you as well, is to make the decision every day or every moment when you feel that you need to make that decision, to choose yourself, to choose to nourish yourself, to choose to rediscover yourself, to choose to be proud of yourself and what you've done. Choose that. Choose to be proud of yourself, choose to be happy for yourself, choose your goals, choose your dreams, choose your North Star, choose yourself. And slowly you're the if you imagine a tiny little a tiny little character saying the voice of the doubt inside your head, and when they see all of the evidence that things are working out, things are great, this is awesome, everything you've done so far is amazing, all of that, all of the things that you've planted so far, that you've started so far, is also amazing, and it's just going to keep growing and growing, and you're going to reach your goals soon. The more that that little tiny person of doubt inside you sees evidence, the more that we like, huh, okay, okay, I see where you're I see what's going on, and it's good, and they'll be in support of you instead. And maybe they turn into a little voice of caution, maybe something like that, instead of doubt, instead of completely being the no person inside you, being the no voice inside you. They can be, hey, just make sure you take care of this, or make sure you think about this as well, that type of voice that can be, that is more supportive than being the no voice. And then we have here the Three of Cups. um what was I gonna say with the Three of Cups? Oh yeah, yeah, again, with celebration, be happy for yourself, be proud of yourself for having already done all of this so far. And with the current trajectory, it's like things are even gonna get better with the Star card. Things are even gonna get better. And so be proud of yourself and celebrate your wins, no matter how big or how small. If you need a reminder of this is what you were before and this is where you are now, do that. And remind yourself that, hey, I did good. I really did good. That's amazing. I'm so awesome. Right? the things that I've done so far is amazing. I could have never done that before. And other compliments that you can give yourself, and other ways that you can celebrate yourself. And you can find friends that you trust, other people that you trust to, that can help you celebrate you as well. That's gonna be good too. Celebrate with them. Share your wins with other people. Share your wins online. Why not? Celebrate yourself online. And just be really proud of yourself because you have done a lot of things thus far. And things are gonna be good. Things are gonna be even better. And you're already living in that reality where things are even better than you can ever imagine. Okay? And that is all that I have for you, Pal 3. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps. And I hope you got something from this that can help you live your life with more purpose and intent. How was it? If you liked it, you can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel. You can share this video with your friends if you want to. If you have any stories or comments or feedback, you can share them all with me in the comment section down below. I do have a question. How do you think I can prettify this space? If you do think it's a bit barren, so if you have any ideas on how I can make this space prettier, I guess, you can let me know. You can share your insights on that in the comment section as well. If you want to book a private reading with me, I do private readings through tarot. The link to book is in my description, and you can also check out the description for my other social media accounts if you do want to connect with me outside of YouTube. And that's it from me. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye bye.